Hello, darlings. Welcome back to the channel. This is Nomadic Moon Arts Tarot. And I'm Joan, and I have been missing for 3 weeks, and I'm sorry for that. To all 36 of my followers, you darling things, thanks for hanging in there. I had some catastrophic structural damage to my place of work, my art studio. And that necessitated moving absolutely everything out, repairing everything, and now I'm in the process of putting everything back. And it's quite a lot of stuff. It's quite a lot of stuff. As all creatives know, supplies are the thing you can never have enough of. So here I am. Here I am. And I should be able to post more regularly now. And I'm so happy to be here. This reading is for Gemini. That's right, my fellow gems, just in time. I'm pretty much half Gemini and half Virgo, so these are a favorite of mine, always, of course. And what we're reading about is what is your next big upgrade. That's what we're reading about, in keeping with the theme of my catastrophic studio failure. Okay, let's pull some oracle cards. Thanks so much for your patience, and I'm so glad you're here. We have this. Pull this. Sure. And that'll be a clarifying card. We're going to set those to the side. This right here. You. What is Gemini's next big upgrade? What is Gemini's next big upgrade? Hello, darling. We have the world's most beautiful kitten. She has arrived to bless us with her presence, although she is just going by right now. She may jump up on the table, and if she does, consider that extra good luck. All right. Let's pull some more tea leaves. This one, this. Right, making yourself known. What do we have here? That's too many, darling. Just too many tea leaves. But in response, I'll take that one, and this one. So many tea leaves. That'll get us started. Then we'll pull some tarot. All right, Gemini's next big upgrade. We have wellness. My body is a temple. The love I have for my body is growing more and more. It's a temple of my soul and must be treated well. Okay, so this might be a reading about your health, about what you're doing to take care of yourself. Something that we all, especially in America, the US, we neglect ourselves to a radical degree to grind away. And of course, we are in the middle of an absolute dystopia. So self-care feels a bit like self-indulgence, but it is not. I'm not talking about just baths, although God bless baths. I'm talking about actual self-care, and that's where you do your best to feed yourself nutritious food. By the way, frozen veggies are just as fine as fresh. And, you know, be decent to yourself, get some sleep, stuff like that. She said, talking to herself. Okay. Right. We have a Hierophant. That's right. Getting down to traditional basics. All right. So it looks like so far your upgrade is about maybe returning to what works, right? Let's see what we have here. Discovery. I collect old opera glasses like these. I have a pair that look just like this. That's fun to see. Leo. So this is something heading in August, and this is May right now, so that's coming up fairly soon. And Cancer. All right. Whoa. All right. So July and August. Okay. So this strongly suggests that your upgrade, I'm not great with timing. No tarot reader worth their salt would say they're great with timing. And I am worth my salt. Thank you very much. But having Leo and Cancer show up suggests that this upgrade is happening this summer and soon, very soon, right? So we're in May right now, June, July, August. So this is a these days, not coming up kind of dealio. All right, our tea leaves. What we're doing with these is we're kind of establishing a theme to see if this reading will resonate with you at all, and then we'll read tarot about it. So these will help you give context. Oracle cards like these aren't necessarily something that I can create specificity for you, as this is, a general reading. But it can help you identify for yourself things that are relevant, and it can help you identify if this is, your jam. So we've got Sun, happiness and well-being. I say, take it. I say, all of us need more of that. Thank you very fucking much. Okay, we have, good advice from a wise person. I'm wise. Listen to me. I'm going to tell you I'm going to enable you to really get to yourself. I'm that person. Actually, I'm just going to enable you in general. I'm very self-indulgent. And I encourage that in everybody I care for. And I care for you. Sorry, I need lots of tea. I haven't read in a while, and I'm feeling sad about it. All right. Fox, shrewdness and resourcefulness, especially in business. Clever you. Okay, upgrade, resourcefulness. This is my reading too, so I'm hoping for the best. We have haystack, karma. You will reap what you've sown, which is marvelous because everybody here is fabulous. And, well, we're only doing good, aren't we? We're only going to reap good. Reap. Strange word. Anyway. Career. All right. This is an upgrade in finances and career. Interesting. That's the tone we're setting for here. There's been a lot of love readings lately. And the next series of all sign readings I'm doing will actually be about summer and love. But right now, September, all these month cards. Okay. And we have two more. Someone is leaving your life. Maybe someone you work with is going to go somewhere else, and that's a good thing because, happiness. And Cain, pay attention to your health. Okay, so all of this suggests that for Gemini, work has been a source of some pretty intense stress. Gosh, I can concur. Confer. I can also confer. Let's confer. How's it been for you? Because for me, it's been stressful and difficult and less than inspiring as of late. And so it's time for a refreshment. My new studio is refreshment for me, talking about me. This is the most me I've ever talked actually in a spread about me. Let's drop me and get back to you. Geminis, definitely there's going to be a change up at work. Either you're making the change or the people around you are leaving, causing new things to happen for you. If you've been doing some good and working hard towards something, it looks like you're going to be rewarded for that. It's going to be, we have these two cards right here having to do with shrewdness and being careful, and your karma being good and being rewarded. That's great. Someone near you is a valuable ally in this, and happiness is heading your way. It's going to be a very interesting summer heading into the fall. This is good. Let's see what we have. All right. So the general atmosphere around this. Let's see, what do we have? 1, 3, 4. Okay. All right, darlings. Let's see what we have here. Tarot-wise, we have the Five of Swords. Can't be right all the time. Okay, so Five of Swords is fighting for funsies, an unpleasant, nasty kind of atmosphere. This is what we're leaving behind. And that's good, because you can win with the Five of Swords, but it's not an honorable win. It's not a delicious win. It's just a win. You know what I mean? Ooh, look how the lighting changes. Very slick. All right. Things are going to lighten up. You have Five of Pentacles. Nothing is ever as hopeless as it seems. Yeah, it's been scrapey. Scrapey by. Gosh. Well, it's just been so exciting, to live in America right now. Just so very exciting. You just never know what's going to happen. And it's just like being on a roller coaster all the time without a seatbelt or any kind of bar or any kind of sanity. And it's being run by chickens and okay, anyway. Okay. Two of Wands. Your decisions decide the future here and nothing else. That's good. Basically, this is saying that the things that have been happening to you are now coming into more control for you. They're not happening at you. You're gaining a measure of control around what's happening to you, and you're able to influence the near future better than you have been before. Thank you, dear gods. We have Strength card. Takes great strength to be soft. And that's the interesting thing about the Strength card, as opposed to like the somewhat abrasive energy of, say, the Emperor sort of strength, or the Chariot pushing their way through. The Strength card is almost always depicted as a woman gently holding a lion, especially by the mouth. And look at this adorable depiction of this like cutie pie ginger boy and this gorgeous woman holding them gently by the jaw. And that means that your approach, your more shrewd and stealthy and gentle approach towards problems is actually going to be the thing that saves you. You don't have to be abrasive. You don't have to be loud about it. You don't have to get into big fights. It hasn't won so far. We're entering, a softer energy now. And that's good, right? I mean, it sure has been abrasive, hasn't it? 10 of Wands. Definitely hard work. Definitely hard work. But we're entering the smarter rather than harder kind of phase. King of Wands. That's right. That's right. All right. A definite upgrade in status. A definite upgrade. Oh, God, look at this. You have the King of Wands and the King of Pentacles. Now, this is very interesting. Let's look at that for a second, okay? Those could be people, but they could also be circumstances. Definitely an upgrade for you. Certainly in image and being well known and how you're perceived by other people, but also in money. These could be men surrounding you, one of them kind of gorgeous and shiny, and everybody thinks they can do no wrong because they're gorgeous and shiny. And one of them more quiet and subdued and slower moving in behavior, but very successful. Okay, so if you're thinking about actual people in your workplace, this doesn't necessarily mean two men true. It could be women or any combination thereof. And they are definitely allies, for sure. But if it is you represented by these two kings, it means both a change in how you're perceived and the respect that you receive, as well as financial compensation. This is definitely a work spread. Your upgrade is about money and work. This is not a love spread. This is work and money. So we've established that for sure here. Okay? That's nice. I like that. It's been so many love readings lately. It's just love, 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 love. And not all of us, want love readings. Some of us just want that bag. So, how are we going to get that bag? What's going to happen next? Tell me more about this glow up, please, for Gemini. Tell me more. And by glow up, I mean personal and or financial, work and or and whatever. In what way is Gemini upgrading? Show me, please. And you, yes, you may come as well. You, definitely you. Okay. Have Four of Pentacles. Treat yourself to something shiny every now and then. Okay, so you're entering a place where you've been in a pretty fair state of austerity, and you're going to come out of that and be able to, get the nice $15 tea you really like or the really good hair product that you like. I mean, she said, not at all referring to her personal likes or anything like that. Anyway, you are, the energy is going to unstick. It's going to loosen up. Let's get some more cards for context. Four of Cups. You have everything you need, even if you don't see it. Oh, the Four of Cups is, get this Karen here. But this depiction of the Four of Cups is inaccurate. Four of Cups is someone who has everything they need, they just don't see it. So there's some kind of thing that happens that begins to unstick this energy, and you look around and go, oh my gosh, I have this supply, I have this supply, I have this, I have this. I don't actually need to buy a bunch more things, she said, talking about her studio. No, also you. I don't need to buy a bunch more things. I have everything I need. This coffee's actually pretty great. I have more supplies than I realized. I have more allies than I realized. I have more time and space and ability to do something nice for myself. And I should do that. I should do that. For I am worthy. I am worthy. I'm worthy. And I don't mean that in a blow smoke up your butt kind of way. I don't mean that in a be sweet to yourself in a, I guess I want to say internet sort of way. I mean, it's critical right now, especially with the world as it is right now, with like straight up terrifying F words happening in the world right now, and G words, and anyway, let's just call it chaos. That good self maintenance is not a luxury, it is a requirement to maintain your strength, your ability to keep going, your ability to take care of yourself, to get through this summer. Because this summer is going to be busy and interesting and life changing. Okay? In a good way. In a good way. But that means you got to eat your veggies and go to bed before 2 a.m. Darling. Two of Pentacles. You'll be balancing a while. Grounded and balanced. When life gets chaotic, find a way to be grounded and balanced. This is the cutest deck ever. All these adorable little plump women, I could die. Okay. So, right. As you tip over from the austere to the more generous, again, we're discussing, good self-care. Ace of Wands. Look at you. You're bursting with sparkly new ideas. That's lovely. That's a that's a that's a funny little Ace of Swords. I mean, it's itty bitty bitty. It's teeny weeny. It's it's not even a letter opener. I don't know what is it. Is this an earring? Honestly, I don't know. And oh, look at that little star. Look at that itty bitty star. Huh. Huh. That's a talisman of mine, stars, for many reasons. If you've been following the channel for a while, you'll know more. But okay, we have a star, we have a tiny sword, and that means that a lot of things that you're perceiving as large problems are actually small and will be cut through rather easily. I just feel that strong feeling. A lot of things that feel overwhelming are not actually going to be overwhelming. They're going to resolve themselves in an interesting sort of way, an interesting, simple sort of way that takes you by surprise. Seven of Pentacles. Slow and steady, slow and steady. It grows and grows. What you're working on this summer will grow for you and benefit you in some very interesting, gentle ways. In fact, the whole energy of this, where we have Three of Swords, it's okay to cry. Oh, revelations and things like that. Love stories and revelations and things like that. We're going to get some clarifying cards for this, and not to worry. What is this Three of Swords about? Firstly, the Three of Swords is over, it's high drama, but it also means a revelation that's painful. But the whole vibe of this entire spread is very gentle, right? A gentle fixing. What do we have? Queen of Swords. Don't you dare lower your voice for anyone. So, there may be a woman with a harsh tongue around you, or you may be someone who needs to harsh up your tongue. As she said, strangely. But yeah. Let's take some clarifying cards for this so I can get a little bit more information. But basically, what it says is, a reading for a total stranger, and they were sitting right across from me. I would say, wow, there's a bit of a shakeup at work that is going to unstick some unpleasant energy for you and cause you possibly to either be promoted or receive a raise and or be more well known and sell more product. You have new allies and new people coming into your life that will help you create balance. In fact, balance will be key. We have lots of fours and twos. And so, two fours, two twos, and two fives, right? So that's interesting to me. It means that you will not be instantly delivered from a crap situation to a beautiful one, but it will come in stages that are manageable and gentle, right? So this change will happen in a way that is like, oh wow, that's big, okay, and then you do it, and then the next thing happens, and then the next thing happens, right? Instead of your entire life going kaboom, and then you have to fix everything all at once. It's actually going to happen in stages, and there's, those of us, me, who would very much like to have everything happen all at once and just have the catastrophe just be a solid now kind of experience, but and just get it all done at once. But in truth, it's better for your psyche and your body and your wallet and everything that these restructurings of life happen, in a slightly more gentle and linear fashion. And that's happening for you. There's steady growth. There's the removal of someone who causes you pain. There's a strengthening of your spine as you know more about what you want. There is a gentle strength to you, more boundaries created, more energy, better self-care that allows you to get more stuff done. But a lack of grind that may be what you have experienced more recently in the past. Let's take some clarification cards. What more does Gemini need to know about this summer, this work and money situation for summer? What does Gemini need to know? Okay. How is this going to play out? We have oh, nice. It's 7 of blades. That's 7 of swords. That's someone engaging in a bit of careful subterfuge in order to get what they need. In other words, the fox, the haystack, right? Karma. Seven of cups. 2 sevens. So many repeating numbers. We have 2 twos. We have 2 fours. We have 2 fives. We have 2 sevens. We're working our way up. My God. All right. 9 of elixirs. This is great. Bliss brew, wish tonic, love potion, joy elixir. Yeah, this is a wish fulfillment card for sure. You are absolutely heading towards a surprisingly good I like wish fulfillment cards. Like these two right next to each other is interesting because it's almost as if you're going to be spoiled for choice here. Like you will have too many options rather than less. You know what I'm saying? So, all right. Yeah, 9 of rods. Okay. Yeah, you're gonna be like working harder than you thought on the 6 of cups, but you're gonna really like it. You're really gonna like it. Okay, so instead of the summer being this kind of quiet time, it's actually going to be a time of a fair amount of busyness and a fair amount of accomplishment for you that will be self-directed and towards your personal goals rather than the goals of somebody else around you. It's very self-focused, it's very gentle. It strongly suggests that things that have been on the back burner for you for a long time are going to come to the front, and it will be hard work, but you'll really like it. Like things that ideas that you've had for years and years that you haven't had the chance to do, you'll be doing them now. Projects that you've had swimming around in your head only for a really long time, you finally get to do now. And you'll like it and it will pay off. I mean, this is a wish fulfillment card. This is the 9 of cups, right? The 9 of cups is a man sitting with his many cups behind him. He is prosperous and comfortable. So this, even if you're still just kind of growing and it's happening a little bit at a time and everything's a little bit, it's going to feel big because there's definitely a sense of a cumulative effect for you, right? You think, oh, I've only done this. Well, I only wrote that chapter. Well, I only did that one thing. Well, I only made that one headdress. well, I only made those one pair of pants or whatever it is. But then by the end of the summer, you realize, oh, okay, so I wrote a book and sewed a wardrobe and started a website and designed a new line of clothing or, whatever it is. But it will be cumulative and surprise you. And it will be for yourself and to your benefit. And it will surprise you again how well received and how eventually profitable it will be for you. There's money to be had here. There's definitely money to be had here. And you're going to be, it suggests you're more self-directed. Uh, it's funny. I have this feeling like if you work for other people um, who supervised you a little bit too much, that's going to change. It's going to become more hands-off. Maybe there's a new supervisor in, and as a and they want you to be self-directed and trust that you know what you're doing, and so you do it. And that reduces your stress, and that allows you to take better care of yourself. And as a result of that, you end up doing more personal projects that give you a lot more happiness. Anyway, what I see here is, it's good. It's pleasant. This works for me. I hope it works for you. I'm going to pull a little froggy card. I end all readings with little froggy cards, little affirmation cards of the sweetest art you've ever seen in your life. To give you a little kiss on the cheek and send you on your way, Gemini. I have missed reading. I have missed doing stuff for this channel. I am so glad the big project is over and I can get back to doing this again because I enjoy it. Darling, here's your little froggy. What do we have? Oh, one I have not seen before. I do not expect perfection from others, so I will not expect it from myself. That's right, darling. This is a nice addition to the kind of gentle energy of this whole spread, and that's nice for me. 3333, as I said that. There is so much spiky, nasty energy out in the world right now, and it looks like you are creating for yourself a bubble of a fair amount of comfort. Fair amount of comfort. There's an additional thought over here. Okay. And this is very specific and it might only apply to one person or nobody who sees this because I'm a brand new channel and very few eyes are, all over this. But for some of you, part of this life rearranging, even work wise, is the ending of a situationship that you weren't enjoying or a relationship that was dying. Something that you actually wanted to get away from will end for you with a revelation that makes it impossible for you to stay. And that ends up benefiting you. It helps you find your voice. Now, this person could be a work person, the person I referenced before who was leaving, but it also could be a personal relationship that the absence of which creates freedom for you in a way that's really positive. Like I said, that's very specific. That might be for one person or no one who sees this. It's going off into the ether for, a stranger to never see. Many a flower blooms unseen, as they say. Anyway, darlings, I'm so happy to be here again. Thank you so much for watching. If you've gotten all the way to the end of this, I truly appreciate it. Please consider liking and subscribing to my channel. I'm trying to grow this into an ongoing concern. I am very much committed into creating something beautiful here. And I hugely appreciate you and I love you so much. So mwah, mwah, big, big kisses, okay? Okay? Be careful out there. Be good. Don't be good.